And still I'm late.
Not to be head crack, but when I was in Dallas, I used to get up at 3:30.
Okay, we were early again.
Okay.
When I used to get up, it was
You're
early.
funny. Let's go through this before we don't have an engineer. Okay. You're listening to the Undressing Room Podcast, brought to you by Macy's.
What's up, Macy's?
I'm L'Oreal.
I'm Claudia Jordan. Hey, don't you love us together?
You don't have a choice. They do, actually. We've been getting really good feedback about the show. Shout out to everybody that listens, new and old.
Yeah.
Welcome. This is definitely...
It's been fun. Thanks for running our numbers up, you guys.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Numbers.
The numbers are going up, so shout out to y'all for that. And we're going to unpack a lot of things in this episode. We're going to get undressed, fully naked. I already got a ta-ta out. If
You do,
know
I
what
see
mean.
it. I see the right one.
Do you see
bit.
my little scar from my breast reduction? It's
I
okay.
feel like when people tell you they have breast reductions, they're kind of like, it's a flex. Like, you're kind of trying to stunt on me a little bit.
What?
Like, you're saying you were blessed with so much that you had to take some of yours away.
No, it was borderline disgusting.
It's like,
how I look back at like old pictures of me, I'll be like, oh, what was I like? And that was like natural, obviously, but it just, I look like old lady.
It does
like,
make you look heavy and older.
Yeah, no matter what.
Oh, you look good.
I'm so happy that I got rid of those duffel bags.
How big were you?
I was an I.
An eye.
Yes. And all my bras were like $150 up. Like,
It was a lot of fabric.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of tata.
Yeah, plus size TTs.
Yeah, I wasn't with it, and I'm so glad those days are over. Well, we're going to talk about Jonathan Majors finally. A lot of things have changed from the last time we had anything to say about him. He was mentioned with the assault charge to an apparent girlfriend that he had, 30-year-old white woman.
Mm.
And, he done supposedly put the pause on her now. We're going to talk about that. We didn't know a lot about the case last week, but obviously a lot more things came out because Jonathan himself, his lawyer, released some stuff.
I didn't think the text messages was the flex they thought it was going to be. I thought they kind of made things worse for your boy.
Kinda. We're going to tell y'all all about it also. Can you call a person your friend if you never considered their feelings?
Absolutely not.
Well, some people have friends who thought about only themselves, never considering their own feelings, and now people are second guessing, like, was that ever my friend? I've definitely had a lot of friends.
Weren't we just talking about that?
We
before got on
actually, yes, we were.
about people you think are their friends and you really are rocking for them and they're not rocking for you. Actually, they're working against you in the background.
Yeah, well, there's a friend, I will say, that is not a friend of yours that you seem to go up on.
I thought the girl liked me.
Lord, well, whole nother thing, child. The back and forth, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, anyway, we're going to talk about Claudia, because Claudia was definitely talking about somebody's friend, and it got a little ugly.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, look at this one here. We can't tell Claudia nothing.
It got a little hot. I just don't like bad behavior, L'Oreal, and I'm going to call it out.
Okay, and I like that, and we're also going to call on Miss Lawrence to help us out with a few things, because the spring is here, and Macy's has an amazing shoe sale going on right now. So we are going to dive into all the new styles, what you need to know, and Macy's is going to help us do all that. Macy's has that great I always say that wrong. Macy's has that great shoe sale that I was telling you about. I don't know if you got to check it out, but it's going down from April 4th all the way into the 16th. You could get 40% off when you buy 2 or more pairs, or 30% off of 1 pair. So no matter what, you're going to get an incredible savings. That's a lot of shoes that you're going to be able to rack
Can
up.
I shout out the best Macy's shoe department I've ever been in my entire life. The one in Studio City, Sherman Oaks, California, has all the high-end shoes that you'd ever want. They have everything there. Like, every time I go, I cannot believe they have these shoes here. The Macy's in California, Studio City, Sherman Oaks, in that mall, I forgot the name of it, the best shoe section I've ever seen in any Macy's.
Really?
Yes.
So I really swear by the one in New York, the Herald Square one. It's humongous. I've gotten lost in there. I've cried in there because I couldn't get out of the exit because it was so big. And I've also cried because I spent so much money. But, that was before the shoe sale. So now, if I was in there, I would come out saving with a bunch of stuff, and I know where the exits are now.
So you cried because it was too big? Hit that bell, please.
I'm so sick of you. It's just annoying. Anyway, y'all, go on over to Macy's. You can get platform sandals, heels, boots, or even sneakers. They have the perfect pair to complete your look, and I hate Claudia. Make sure you check out Macys.com before it's too late. Some exclusions apply. See Macys.com for details, and we're going to talk all about Jonathan Majors' show.
Is it weird that I'm doing the show with glasses on? Do you feel like you're not connecting with me?
No, you're giving L'Oreal, because let me tell you something. I do that every single morning.
I never do it. It feels like I feel like a little more of a jerk. There we go. That's why you do it.
No, you know what? Sometimes I just don't have time for makeup and stuff like that, and glasses are always fly. You got on some fly glasses. And, it's a quick and easy fix.
My face is, like, kind of doing this weird thing. I have these, like, kind of, like, these dents on my cheeks. So, I'm just dealing with some, like, face issues.
Is it from smiling so much?
Yeah, because I'm such a happy person.
Well, you know who's not smiling? Jonathan Majors. And
What's going on?
So, apparently, he was arrested for a domestic assault. And it went down Saturday, March the 25th. Now, apparently, there was a woman that was his girlfriend. And they were somewhere together in a taxi cab in New York. And the police were called because apparently he choked her, strangled her, to be a little bit more detailed. He also supposedly slapped her. Mm-hmm. It was a whole lot of stuff going on.
Choking is very an intimate thing. Like, you can't accidentally choke someone.
Have you ever choked someone?
No, but I've been choked. But not in a mean way. It was more of an expression of love.
So I've been choked that way too, and like one time it was a little bit too much.
You need a safety word.
I had to get rid of him because I thought he was gonna murder me.
Well,
I was scared of him.
It's definitely a skill when we're talking about it in a sexual way, right? You can't just they gotta know their own strength, you know? You can't go full.
But if you get excited and carried away, that strength is well. In this case, Jonathan Majors was apparently trying to get his phone away from his girlfriend, his alleged girlfriend. She tried to snatch the phone. She must have seen something she didn't like. And according to reports, they're saying that he might have choked, might have hit her. She had marks on her neck, on her face. So these text messages were released, right, from his lawyer. And in the text messages, it's saying that the girl was, like, knocked out or blacked out at a certain point.
I think she went unconscious.
She went unconscious. But, like, they never say why. They never say if it's because she was inebriated or because he knocked her out. It gave knockout.
Don't know who his lawyer is, but I feel like it made his case, it made Jonathan actually put him in a worse light, I think. And if he was trying to help him, I don't think he helped him at all. Because it sounded like the girl, my opinion, you guys, this is my opinion, it felt like the girl was giving battered woman, like, I'm not going to get you in trouble. I didn't tell them this. Or it seemed like she was trying to cover or kind of like give him throw him a safety.
The entire time. Yeah. At one point, she was like, well, this is what we're going to do. And this is what they assured me. They're not going to charge you. I told them that it was my fault because I tried to grab your phone.
She sounded trained.
But to even say that, it was my fault because I tried to grab your phone. So that's why I'm knocked out on the ground. Yeah. And now I'm getting up with marks and bruises.
It's like those girls that defend their man that beat them. Like, well, he only hits me when I make him mad.
Yeah, or I hit him first.
Right.
You know what bothered me, though? As all the things that come out, like even when it comes to like LSU and them winning the championship and people having things to say about our girl that put the 5 fingers up and this, that, and they was calling her classless and it was trending and it was so nasty. But you know the crazy thing? When this thing went down with Jonathan Majors, I heard a lot of guys being like, well, we need to hear the whole story first. And it's like, well, wait a minute, where's the classless? And it's not the same situation. But what I mean is that people jump to these conclusions when it comes to certain people.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. When it comes to black women, we don't need extra evidence. We automatically assume the worst about the person, and we don't dig a little deeper. With the LSU situation, Caitlin Clark was doing the same taunting to all her opponents leading up to that. So when old girl Angel Reese did it back to her, now it's ghetto and now it's a thing. Yeah. But when the white girl does it, she has compassion for the game. Miss me with the bull, with the BS. You know, the Jonathan Majors thing. Again, when it's a black woman, she's automatically condemned. She's a gold digger. She's got a motive. She's this, she's that. When it's one of our men, which I'm glad that we're starting to protect them a little bit more.
Yeah.
But keep the same energy for black women.
I mean,
I think we would just give us the same grace. Not saying not to give brothers grace, because they do need it. A lot of times in society, it is really raggedy to them.
Yeah, it is.
Especially when it's a white woman. So, but just give the sisters some of that same.
But the white woman you're choosing now, and there's a history, right? Like, let's not act like, and this is something that I'm not going to shy away from. It's a history. I mean, back in the day, it would be a white woman got caught with a black man and he raped me.
Yep.
Or there was a lot of look at the Emmett Till.
Yeah.
He whistled at me, or go
Rosewood.
get him, and you're running to this. This is the woman you chose, which is amazing. That's great. Love is love, right? But the defending ain't there. Where's all the white women defending Jonathan Majors?
Yeah, no.
It's like we still are low-key defending him and standing behind him, and it's crazy because it's like, why?
Well, I think black women were very forgiving, even though sometimes it's men that don't choose us as first. We're not a first priority with them. Not saying that he doesn't date black women. So before y'all jump to the gun, I'm not saying that, but the last couple of women he's been with have been white women, and black women will still be loyal to these men. We'll still have their back. We'll still support them, even against each other. We'll support these men. You see that?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like we will support them, and I just would like some of that same loyalty back at us.
I mean, come on now. All I know is I feel like I got dragged worse through the mud for somebody thinking I called somebody corny than somebody strangling, beating somebody up, and whatever the case. That's a big accusation to throw at somebody, especially when you got locked up. They threw cuffs on you. You went to jail. They charged you.
But they want to condemn you for something that you may or may not have said in 7th grade. That I was talking about someone about you the other day about this. I go, the girl was in 7th grade when they went to school. It didn't even happen like that, and it's ridiculous. Yeah, you was dragged way more.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Some people can rape, strangle, murder, pedophile, and we'll still have a segment of the population. Well, we need all the facts.
It's crazy.
But let a black woman say that she want a guy with coins. Oh, she a gold digging whore. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I think it only made me a little upset when I seen friends of mine actually defending him, and I'm like,
and they didn't defend you.
Where the hell was y'all? Because y'all know me for real, and it's crazy, and it's like you don't want to always put yourself in the position but sometimes you got to look at it like I'm like, well, this was one of the people that had something to do with my whole situation. And God worked in mysterious ways of like, now how do you like to be labeled as something you feel like you're not? And everybody's telling you that.
You gotta watch those friends that will go hard and ride for celebrities they do not know than their own friend that they know. Watch them, L'Oreal.
You also gotta watch your lawyer apparently, because why the hell would they put these messages out?
That lawyer needs to be fired. Imagine if that was your lawyer. What would you do? You just do my case.
But they also were saying that he didn't do it, but then she had visible marks on her neck and face, and it was only them two.
Someone put their hands on her.
Maybe it was the Uber driver.
Maybe.
Taxi driver. Why are you in a damn taxi, sir? All right, let's move on. Can you call someone your friend if you don't consider their feelings? So we touched on this a little before with the R&B group Xscape, who we love. Now, they've been going through a ton of drama. This is just
It's every day. It's every day we're hearing about them.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, did they just put an album out last week? Did they?
I hope so, because they might as well take advantage of all this press.
They have to, because they're everywhere right now, to the point where LaTocha Scott has been the center of all the drama. Her own sister, Tamika Scott, is actually siding with the rest of the group.
That's got to be crazy. Like, at first I was like, maybe she's not wrong, but then the own sister was like, nah, we good.
Yeah, I even thought that maybe, because we talked about this, I thought maybe it was a play up for the show.
Right.
I'm like, they had to find some kind of drama to make it interesting. Oh, no, this is not even interesting. It's sad,
Do you
actually.
think it's all LaTocha, or do you think she's being controlled by her husband, Rocky? And I hate to talk about them like this, because we did a play together. Me and a guy that I was seeing, we all went to dinner with Rocky.
Yeah.
And we've hung out, and we've had conversations about things, about their son and basketball. And I really got to know her on the tour, and she was very sweet to me.
Yeah.
So to see this, I'm like, damn. What do you think this is a case of you think the husband is the problem?
I will say, when you're in love, your mate becomes very influential in your life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It might be her own decisions as well.
Right.
It might be their decisions together.
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel like he plays a part? Absolutely. Do I feel like she's innocent and he's the puppeteer? Absolutely not. I don't. You chose that man. You choose to listen. You move forward, whatever. And that's your sister. That's your blood. You know what I mean? Although I've been in situations where I ain't been that close to my sisters. You know what I mean? Some of my I got all sisters, and I've had falling outs with my sisters before. But you know, one of them I won't even speak to.
Damn.
Yeah, like at all. Like there's nothing for us to talk about. So I understand falling out, but we also, me and that sister didn't grow up in the same home. So I think when you are grouped together or this or that, like you got to get past certain stuff. But LaTocha seemed to be the foul. You was even arguing with the brat. Going, she's pregnant. Like leave her alone. So I don't know too much with them, but
they say the sister says that LaTocha and her husband they got $30,000 of her money. And I had her on the show on Cocktails of Queens, and I said, "Are you saying these allegations are fake?" She goes, "I just want some clarity." So I was getting from when she said that, it kind of like stuck with, like it kind of made me think, do you not know, like, was money taken out that you didn't have a hand in? Was it your husband? Was it someone else? I wanted her to like go deeper into that.
So what was the breakdown of how she even got access to this money? What, like,
the sister says that the paperwork was changed and taken her name off it and went to her, so her money went to her sister LaTocha. That's what I was gathering. But there's so much back and forth. Like, I want to know what the real deal is. Maybe they need to come here to the Undressing Room podcast, and we can be mediators and get them back on track.
Yeah, I think we need to definitely undress that. Like, that sounds like a plan. You know, they was, like I said, they was on the Ricky Smiley show, and the brat was talking about their time on tour with So Def.
What'd she say?
Check it out.
Let me just interject and say what I've been saying the whole time. Even when Kandi, Tasha, and Tiny came on Dish Nation, I've been around y'all since I was kids, and what I do know to be true is no matter what you did or said when we was little, your sister would definitely take your side, whether you was right or wrong.
And vice versa.
And I guess that's how sisters do, you know what I'm saying? But it was, so that made it like 2 against 2, and it made it, because to me, you always seem like the person everybody had to listen to, I guess because you was the oldest. But Kandi always seemed to be the one that was hurt and slighted because they had to take your side and follow what you said do.
You said Kandi was hurt and slighted?
Yeah, slighted because everybody took your side because you kind of was the leader of the group.
Right, but in what instance can you say that about?
Remember we used to be on tour and stuff like years ago. Just Kandi would just always seem like she would be sad. Just I don't know, different instances.
I don't remember her being sad though.
Really?
No.
Oh, I think I seen her be sad a lot and kind of like down.
And are you saying that that's because of me, right?
I'm saying because they took your side most of the time. It seems like.
And when you're speaking, I don't know, what instance you're speaking about, but I'm
Aren't
sorry
y'all-
to hear that.
All of them, LaTocha. What's wrong with you? Look, all of them. And look, the brat don't have. I love my sis Brat, man. That's my girl. She don't have no reason to pick a side or lie. What does this do for her?
It seems like LaTocha has a totally different reality from what everyone else is saying.
Which is crazy. That makes you delusional.
But is she being manipulated? Is there some puppet mastering going on here? Is she really oblivious? Is she, you know what I mean? There's some evil forces at work here. I just can't believe someone would not know so much.
Some people are like that, and they'll just be in their own world. But there's no way that everyone, including your blood sister who has always taken your side, is sitting here wrong. Everybody's wrong, even the brat who has nothing to do with nothing but you.
Did you ever used to watch soap operas back in the day? Like Days of Our Lives?
Yeah.
Santa Barbara, all those shows? Like, there'd be one girl that'd be so naive to what's going on. There's a whole sinister plan. Like, Stefano DiMera has been the puppet master the entire time. And the girl's like, why does everybody in Salem hate me?
Yeah.
And I don't even know why. And everyone's like, yeah, whatever, lady. Whatever,
That's LaTocha.
And then at the end of the day, you find out that there were some things going on behind your back. You had no idea.
Do you know something that I feel like you might know something that we don't know? And furthermore, you've worked with Kandi as well.
I love Kandi.
So, okay, I was going to ask that. Is
Kandi.
there like, see, your energy about Kandi shows me that she can't be the problem.
No, I don't think Kandi's a problem.
Well, it's only one or the
I
other.
think Kandi gets a bad rap because people are jealous of her. Kandi's a boss.
I think that Kandi has a strong personality.
She's a Taurus.
And people are scared, intimidated, not scared. I want to use the correct word. People are intimidated by her personality, so they shy away or they talk bad about her as if she's not a good person. But anytime I've ever, I don't know her well, seen her out a few times, and she always speaks. She comes out her way. She comes out her way and she speaks. Mm-hmm. I'm more of a, it's funny because I'm a shy person when we outside. Mm-hmm. I don't really talk to nobody. But, like, I speak to who speak to me, of course.
Right.
LaTocha, I've never seen out.
I'm going to go on record and say this, and I need everyone to know this. I love Kandi. I was on Housewives for 1 year.
Yeah.
And what I saw of Kandi is she's a girl's girl. She's a businesswoman. She loves her man, but she also will make space and make opportunities for other women. She went out of her way. Like, she's like, I want to create a talk show. I want to use you. I want to host this panel. She didn't know me. I mean, she knew me from around because I did, like, a Jagged Edge video, the very first one.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
And she wrote on that. And she, you know, but I've always seen her as being a girl's girl. And I think people are jealous of her because when you are a star, right, when you're, like, successful and you know how to handle it, you're a good businesswoman, other people who can't do it like that, they're going to feel away. And I'm not saying that about LaTocha, but I'm just saying, like, I see people sometimes trying to come for her on Housewives and stuff like that. You cannot take away from her success. You cannot take away that she's not a girl's girl. She is.
I'm sorry, and I hate to do this because I feel like when I meet somebody, then I might like them a little more, and then I might I'm a little biased when it comes to. I'll admit it. Shoot, at least I'm admitting it, right? I never met LaTocha, so maybe that's why I don't have. But I will say this. You just said something that stuck out to me. A star gonna be a star.
Yeah.
LaTocha, in my opinion, was always the lead and the star of the group, right? Because she did majority, to my understanding, when I was younger.
That voice is everything.
The voice stands out and is very distinct. But let me tell you something.
And so was Kandi.
Who in a trillion years would have ever thought, when I was a little girl back then singing Just Kick It, that Kandi would now be the superstar she is? I would have never predicted that. I would have thought LaTocha, the star of the group. You get what I'm trying to say? So how does it have to feel to be LaTocha, who now is sitting back like, no, I'm the lead. And they're like, Kandi's coming.
Right.
Tiny's coming. Anybody but the damn lead.
I think LaTocha and her sister have they all got super strong, super dope. All four of them do.
Yeah, talented.
All four of them do. But, like, Kandi and Tiny have done exceptionally well in blowing their brands up.
Yeah.
So it overcomes who has the strongest voice in the group.
Yeah, no one cares about that anymore.
But then when I worked with LaTocha, I went on tour with her, and we did a play, Grown Man Issues. When that woman hit the stage, her voice is super, like, it's dope. Like, I hate that they can't get it together. And I hate that we're seeing this negativity with them and SWV, then LaTocha and Kandi and the girls. Like, it's a lot of negativity when they're all dope as hell.
But, okay, but is LaTocha a real friend? Right? Because if you really think about it, as we said, everybody is saying, red, red, red. And LaTocha's like, no, purple.
Right.
And it's like, come on, you got to care about your people's feelings. At some point,
you're right.
You got to be like, if you keep saying something, and even though I don't think it, you like, yo, L'Oreal, you keep saying smart stuff, da, 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 da. At one point, for me to care about you, if I cared about you at all, I'd be like, all right, what exactly am I doing that's hurting your feelings?
I guess I take a sympathetic stance on her because her, like you, like me, we've all been in situations where it felt like everyone was saying something else from what we're saying, and no one would believe us, right?
Okay, I'm with you on
like,
that.
you had your situation where everyone's telling you what you said, and you know for a fact you didn't, right? So your truth, your reality is, it is, right? For years, I was told, I'm a homewrecker, I'm a colorist, I'm a whore, and I'm like, but people that know me know I'm a relationship girl.
Yeah.
I'm so pro-black to a fault where I get so much hate from, like, white people.
It's true.
And the narrative about me could not be further from the truth. Now, did I contribute to that by a few goofy things I said, like, in the moment or taken out of context? But you put those two moments. But
Claudia, that's different. If your mother came out and was like, she is a colorist, though.
But I got
this is what the sister did.
I got some family members that don't really know me that I have family members that might
family members and your sister that you've been in a group with for 59 years.
No, you're right. There is something there. There is definitely something there between her and her sister. There's definitely something there.
It's the husband now. I'm starting to think, like, the more I talk to you about it,
I feel like she's the one that don't really know all that's going on, and I think he might know more. I don't know. I hate to give her an out, But, like, you had all the success with these girls all along. Then something happened. And then, like, everyone's saying it's your husband. But then again, you're a grown woman. You have to be able
This is what I'm saying. But maybe she switched up because, like,
That's
relationship L'Oreal and single L'Oreal ain't the same L'Oreal.
Really? Do I need to have my guard up for you now?
I mean, no, but you even think about what we just talked about, right?
Yeah.
Knowing me, you know me, I just pick up and go.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, wait, my nigga can't come? Oh, shit. Ah! So now I'm like, wait, so my dude can't come?
Right.
I've never been like that. So it's even crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe what LaTocha, what she might be oblivious about is the fact that, like, wow, I'm just being in a relationship with my man. And maybe it is affecting her relationship with the women, whether it's the money. And he's like, well, you got them the money, so what? The $30,000 is yours. Who knows what this? Because I really want to know
You
what.
think he's gassing her? Like, he's probably like, you have to leave. You deserve it.
Let me tell you something. If he felt like she was wrong, he would have checked her.
And I know what I don't like about this situation right now. I actually do feel bad for her because now I feel like she's saying stuff that ain't even sitting well with her spirit.
Now she just talking.
Like saying, I think she's just trying to salvage the relationship. Like now coming out saying that, you know, she's in an open marriage. I don't think she.
Oh
really
my
was.
God.
And
All this instead of sorry.
I hate to see this.
All this instead of sorry.
You know, you can say sorry and you can say I was wrong. I was in a weird place with my life, my esteem. You know what I mean? Like she gotta.
No, but how about sorry I made you feel away?
Yeah.
That's it.
That's important.
Because we might still not agree. You get what I'm saying? I still might not think I did anything to you.
Right.
I think what people don't understand is you don't always have to, when you're apologizing, it's not for an action or because of whatever they blamed you or whatever. If you got 75 people sitting in front of you, including DeBrat, who said, I seen it happen
That's
for
right.
years, she could have been like, you know what? I never thought about it like that. Instead, she still was like oblivious.
It's amazing how the ego will have you not seeing it from other people's side, though.
Yeah, well, that's what ruins friendships,
It does.
relationships, families, and hopefully they get it together, right?
I hope they get it together because I like Xscape, the four of them together.
Yeah. Well, somebody wanted to escape from a conversation with you. It was crazy because of all the years.
Right.
I have not watched Basketball Wives
Oh.
in ages. Do
We gotta
you
talk
hear
about
me?
that.
I think we should. You know,
Okay.
this is an Undressing Room. Me and Claudia made a new promise. We did it before this episode.
Yeah.
We're going to start telling more
Yeah.
and facing things more.
We're gonna open up.
Yeah, regardless of if it's uncomfortable.
Okay.
And we do that already, but
Mhm.
like I think here is a good space.
Come get undressed with us.
Come get undressed. We want to get naked.
So what you want to ask me, L'Oreal?
All right, so I was up late the other day.
Mhm.
Like I said, I had nothing to watch on television, so I watched Basketball Wives show, and it was a little cringy. You know, some of the things that I saw.
What part was cringing? Go ahead.
Okay, so Jackie Christie invited the whole gang to Sacramento.
Mhm.
Doug is now a coach there. And she invited all, because it's really new. They're not new, because I guess it's new to me, because I haven't watched it in so long. But like the Angels and the Duffies and the everybody that's not married to a basketball player. And then you have Jennifer Williams, who's back on the show. Did she leave or is she back?
I haven't watched it.
Okay, I should, wrong person to ask.
I don't watch it.
Either way, we'll cut to the sweet part. So Jennifer was invited last minute, and her and Jackie had a thing going on, and everybody else had suites. And when Jennifer got to her room, it was a deluxe room, not a suite. It just had a foyer. It didn't have like a living room. So she was upset about it. She went to the other girls' room, seeing that they had suites and could do cartwheels, and she was fuming. So she called Jackie Christie and told her, "Do I look like a deluxe bitch?"
Yeah.
Is what she said. And she said, "You come here and you fix this. Like, I'm not staying in this room." And as I'm watching it, I'm like, damn, that would be crazy. Like, I'm not going to lie. And this is me just being a total, just like, if I flew, I had a bunch of my friends come out, and I got rooms for everybody, and one of them started going up on me about the layout of the room, Jackie did probably what I would have did, but I probably would have fought.
Here's the thing with that situation. Does Jennifer have a right to feel slighted if everyone got the same room and she got a small room?
It was
She
kind of
does.
BS. Yeah,
I'm going to give her that.
Okay.
I'm going to give her that. She has a right to feel
That's
small.
grown of you.
I'm grown. I'll give her that. She has the right to feel a way about it.
Okay.
Does she have a right to act like a complete asshole and make that kind of a scene? No, you do not. There's ways to handle conflict without being like that. I always say we are lacking conflict resolution. You don't ever hear me raise my voice. Even when I'm getting